Hello there, YouTube. It's Tuesday, March 15th, 2022, and I'm still going through all the parts of the car, so I just thought I'd throw together this real quick video, on how to bench test the starter. Before we get going on that starter thing, I'm going to do what I always do, at least until I get 100 subscribers. I think something magical happens when you get 100 subscribers, but on my last video I had 58 subscribers, so I know I've got one more. That's right. Alright, well, welcome one more subscriber to my channel. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff going on, let me tell you. Every single part's going to be looked at to make sure it kind of functions before we put it in the car. So what I'm going to do with this one is just a simple bench test. There's hundreds of them out there. This is just specific to this particular starter, it's nothing special, but you can see what I did to it, because I'm actually documenting everything, that I do to this car, so this is part of that documentation. So, there's additional tests that you could do, but we really just want to know, does the starter, does the solenoid kick out, and does the starter turn, and does it make any noise or not? Is it clunking and all that kind of stuff? If those things go together, we say, okay, it probably works. You could obviously run amp tests and all that, but you really don't know what your amp draw is until you have it hooked up, right? So, just a simple bench test. Hey, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Let's get going. I don't want to mess around. Click that notification bell, because we're going to be going live at some point. I'm going to go live when I start this engine. At least we're going to attempt to start this engine. So I'm going to do a live thing with multiple cameras. Thanks. Now, hopefully we can get this thing going, but you can see it's still at this point. The crankshaft is still on it, but I think I'm going to be taking it off there. So I think in the next video, since this is a real quick, simple one, it's about starting the car. So I thought, well, why not see if we can generate electricity to the car. So the next one I think I'm just going to do is bench testing the alternator. Regulator and stuff. We're going to just test the whole 10 yards on that. So it's a little bit more complicated, obviously, than this simple test. So I'm not going to do any more. There's no special tools here. If you can use a battery charger, you've seen a million of these videos. Mine's nothing special. It's documented for me, but why not watch it and give me a thumbs up? Right? Let's get to 100 subscribers. Alright, stick around and watch this video. The starter motor. So this is the solenoid. To buy an original Mercedes solenoid will cost you as much as the whole unit. Bosch is who made it. I think this is all original. When I look up this number, I see you can only get this number on eBay, and they all come out of about 87 Mercedes. SELs and SLs. And, so we don't want to mess it up if we can get away with it, but I want to clean it up, maybe clean the terminals a little bit. I don't want to disrupt things that are painted. That means, that means it's all been set. So, but we'll check everything to make sure that it all works properly and do a bench test. So this terminal, the small terminal here, is for your ignition. So when you turn the key, that'll make the connection to the solenoid, and that'll kick everything in. This is your always positive, basically. This goes to your battery, and then this would be ground. So, but what I want to do is, now that you see that side of it, and I'm going to be using a battery charger that has a starter setting, so I can run the amount of amps that these things take. So I'm going to flip that over so we can see this and make sure that everything is good there. We'll hook up our negative. I'll hook up the positive to always positive. And to be safe, put your gloves on. And I'm also wearing eyeglasses just in case something flies out of there. And all we have to do to make this work is just jump that wire we did on the other side there to this. It's got a lot of torque, so you kind of have to hold it. So you saw that, right? See that come out? So all that seems to be functioning just fine. We'll go ahead and give it a little bit of WD-40 in there, because we're going to be installing that, you know, later. So we want to make sure it's all lubed up. We'll give it a little shot. There we go. That's how you bench test a starter.